Hello YouTube, I'm back here. The other day I did some spring cleaning in this area. This is one place in the studio where I have a lot of pedals. I'm trying to sell some pedals because I'm putting more pedals up here. And I found a couple of things that I totally forgot about, and they are quite interesting. So I just wanted to make a video on them. But of course I've done a full review of them before. Maybe you remember them, but I just wanted to revisit them because they are quite interesting. They are from a company called Affected Effects. Seems like they are not operating anymore from what I could see. But back then they sent me 2 pedals. We are looking at them both. And there's a lot of weird stuff going on with these 2 pedals. And I looked at the video that I did previously and I mentioned everything in that video, but I just feel that I need to mention it again. Here are the pedals. This is a silicone version and this is a germanium version. They are both fuzz pedals. I think they might be based on a fuzz face. The first strange thing is the next level goop inside the pedal. You might remember the Clon Centaur and how Bill Finnegan, the guy who made it, gooped the circuit board to protect the circuit and probably to protect people from copying his circuit. This is actually the way that I discovered this brand on Instagram, because I was just scrolling, doom scrolling, and all of a sudden I saw a photo of this, like exactly this, and I stopped because it looked very different from all the other pedals in my Instagram feed. And I even think there's a claim that it's affecting the tone somewhat. I don't think that, but yeah. I think I'm going to tell you more other weird stuff about them, but let's plug them in and take a listen. So from what I remember, these pedals are definitely sounding best when they are going into a driven amp. So I'm doing that. Let's do the silicone one first. That's the cheapest one. I'll get back to the prices because they are worth talking about. Sounds good. Germanium. And in my demo, I tried to stack them, and that was my favorite sound. If you want to do that, it's going to be expensive. If you want to stack these 2, that's a very expensive tone. But it sounds like this. Okay, so here's one of the quirks. The potentiometer, that is not like other potentiometers on one knob fuzz pedals, because you can turn this around, I don't know, many times. That was all the effort to get from 10 to 0. Okay, let's do that while I'm tugging on the E string. That is not a good look. Remove myself from the situation. Okay, that's better. So there's a tiny change in character, I would say, but also with volume, of course. Let's do the same on the silicone version. And if I remember correctly, the whole idea here was to be able to fine-tune your tone, which is not a bad idea necessarily, but it's close to impossible to recall a tone if you're able to find a good one and another one at a different place. How are you able to go like between them? That's impossible. But I do still think that these are good sounding fuzz pedals, but I don't think they are unique enough. You can probably find another fuzz that is pretty close to these two. They sound a bit different, by the way. I think I prefer the Germanium, yeah, but I'm not completely sure. But you can find something else that is close enough to these two. And then there's the price. The silicone one, this one is the cheapest one. And from what I remember, I couldn't find anything right now because they are not selling them anymore. I will fact check my own video and I will put up a text if I can find something, but I believe the cheapest one is $400. That's the silicone one. And this one with a like mirror type enclosure and with a germanium transistor used to be $1,000. $1,000 for this pedal. Let's hear it once again. Let's hear how $1,000 can sound. And I'm definitely not mocking anything here. Anything new in the pedal world is kind of funny to me. And this is kind of funny, I must say. Good sounding pedals, but with some weird quirks. I think I've seen a few on Reverb if you are interested in getting one. And I think they are selling for quite a lot less now than they used to do. So that's the $1,000 fuzz pedal with a pink bunny goop inside and a potentiometer that you can turn 1,000,000 times at a rather steep price. Thank you for watching and goodbye.